I'd be grateful if you could check on Sucrose. As for our new friends here, leave them to me.
So, a good joke is not necessarily required to make people laugh at them.
Well, Albedo and Sucrose were delightful, but this was still an exhausting meal.
The cooking pot. Is everything okay? Only the base is burned. We can still use the cooking pot. It just needs a bit of a wash.
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot before?
I know, it's just... I'm sorry to disappoint Sino. I guess we'll have to do this again another day. Oh, yes. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Kali seems a little... depressed. I noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was talking. Remember that note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle and giving Kali the chance to accept the blessing.
Oh, yeah! She's someone who needs your help.
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. But anyway, that can wait. As much as I'd like to make progress in my research, I'd prefer to see her smile.
All right, we'll help out too.
You will? Then tell me, honestly, do you think that this prophecy is for real too?
Uh-huh. Right!
Alright, let's meet at the alchemy crafting bench in the city. I've got some thinking to do in the meantime. We're back.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
Stop, please. I don't need to hear it a fifth time.
That bad, huh? Well, now Paimon really wants to hear it for some reason.
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point? When are you going?
Tomorrow morning. And you? What are your plans?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants as samples.
Oh, perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration for these card back illustrations.
Found you! I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
Wow, you have really sharp eyes.
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh. Did we break the fire safety rules or something?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since two of our very own alchemists are here, I'm happy to look the other way. Ah, yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula, a good friend of mine.
Good evening. You are friends of Kale, yes? A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure is ours. I've heard a lot about both of you from Kale.
Oh, really? All positive, I hope.
You asked that last time, too. Of course it was positive.
I'd say. We hear the latest news about you every time you write to Kale.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, we're just here to collect Kale, so don't let us interrupt your chat. Come on, Kale. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
Okay, great.
Still as high energy as always.
You know Amber?
Yes, we've met. She's Kale's most important friend. And for that, we are also very grateful to her.
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing personality means she can make friends with just about anybody.
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow. I suggest we all head back and get some rest.
All right, I'll start packing up.
You're gonna get the tone-deaf bard to check out that note, aren't you? Guess Paimon knows you pretty well, huh? Knowing him, he should be hitting the taverns around this time. We can go corner him and make him answer our questions. Let's move!
Oh, it's been a while.
Paimon called it, tone-deaf bard, drinking as usual. Put your drink down and get your game face on. We've got some important questions for you, mister.
Okay.
So, what do you make of it?
Aren't you forgetting something? It's the Windblume Festival right now. You can't just go around asking people for help so blatantly.
Ugh. Well, if you won't tell us the answer, could you at least tell us if this thing's worth a shot?
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two. A fine answer. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good things are sure to happen. Also, I happen to know where this lantern is. Once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location down for you. Isn't that generous of me?
Whatever. We weren't expecting much from you anyway. You can get back to guzzling wine and blowing wind now.
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunken wastrel. There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do. It just happens that enjoying life is the most important one. Once this is over, would you like to join me for a drink? You know, a favor for a favor. Or, given the way that you're staring at me, perhaps you'd like to get me that drink now? I, of course, would be most amenable to that. But I believe you have friends waiting for you. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of time during the festival.
A flower that is not of this world. Not of this world.
Sucrose! We've got some good news and some bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
Let's have the bad news first, I guess.
Huh? Really? Don't most people usually want to hear the good stuff first? Oh, all right then. Basically, we went to Windrise to divine the breeze. The wind said that the prophecy is real and that your idea is a really good one.
That doesn't sound like bad news. So what's the real bad news then?
Paimon ate the bad news! Blame Sino! If it's not funny, then it's his fault!
It's fine. Well, that puts my mind at rest. Now, back to the other issue I've been mulling over. I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. It could mean a human-cultivated variety that doesn't occur in nature. But that's basically claiming that it doesn't come from this world in the first place, when actually it's just a variant of an existing breed. So, the initial question is, can the flower's origins be traced back to a natural organism? If so, it cannot be correctly described as not of this world. But then, supposing we identified something outside of that category, whose job would it be to decide whether it belongs in this world or not? Then the question becomes, do of this world and from this world mean the same thing? Or is it deeper than that?
Whoa, slow down! Paimon's head is already starting to spin!
Okay, I did have one other line of thought as well. What about a flower created using alchemy? Would that be not of this world? Albedo may know the answer, but asking him right away would be like asking the teacher for the answers to your exam paper. It would render our search for the truth meaningless. I'd rather try and figure this out for myself.
Could it be the Windbloom?
Oh, now that you mention it, that's definitely a possibility. The Windbloom doesn't refer to a specific flower. Everyone defines what it means for themselves. In which case, the Windbloom doesn't exist in reality. This does seem like a promising direction. I've made a note. Okay, I better go read up on this.
Yay! Paimon was actually useful this time! Guess we have that sweet madame to thank, huh?
I'll need some time to prepare. Could we meet up here in, say, 2 days' time?
Sure thing! In the meantime, we'll also think about the other 3 riddles in the prophecy. But, since we're really going for this now, shouldn't we say something to Kale about it?
I originally wanted to leave it as a surprise for her, and I also didn't want to get her hopes up over nothing. But you're right, Paimon. I'll need to be careful how I word it. But I'll try to find some time over the next couple days to mention it to her. All right. Thanks so much.
Academia? Ugh, what happened now?
Truly is fascinating.
The neighbor Rio has the most prosperous commercial port, and I'll live to that.
We mercs have one simple...
I've heard that Cecilias only grow in remote spots at high altitude, and that you're unlikely to ever see one unless you go looking for it. Though they can be preserved for a long time as specimens, I can't take back the beauty they possess in the wild. It's a shame.
Shall I ask Sucrose to develop a Cecilia variant with improved soil adaptability for you? I should warn you, though, it may very well end up with a name like Tetratanic Ananimo Cecilia, or perhaps Epsilon Series Cecilia Variation 601 Sumeru Growth Type.
Is this you attempting to tell a joke?
Unfortunately not. I'm being completely serious.
In that case, I look forward to, well, whichever of those two it ends up being.
Back to our previous topic. If you wish to use antitoxic compounds from calla lilies in an antidote, then I have a few suggestions.
Whoa! Did you two see that? A bird with huge wings just flew by! If Master Tainari was here, he'd be able to tell you its scientific names, species, and behaviors. But as for me, all I can tell you is it isn't a species we have in Sumeru.
Oh? Then what kinds of birds do you have in Sumeru?
Dusk birds. They have the most beautiful, vibrant colors. The feathers on their chests are the color of ripe sunsettias, and their wingtips are the color of tender mint leaves. They're not too skittish around people, and at my this tree that I often go past, there's a dusk bird there that always looks at me like it understands what I'm saying. I once picked up one of its feathers from the ground. It felt really nice.
You have keen observation skills and a love for living things. You'd be better served directing your energies there, rather than sighing and whining all the time.
Eula says things in the most awkward way possible sometimes. Just ignore the second half, Kale.
No, it's fine. I know what she means. She does have a point. Are you hungry for fish? I see quite a few over there.
Sounds like someone's up for a fishing contest, huh? Fair warning, though, I won't lose.
Seriously? Another competition? I thought we were supposed to be sightseeing. But still, wait for me.
So this is Storm Terror's lair. From which direction will Storm Terror appear, I wonder?
Excuse me.
Who's there?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you.
I apologize as well. I acted on force of habit. You must be a local, yes? My name is Sino, and I'm here sightseeing in Mondstadt. In truth, it is I who am disturbing you.
Might I ask if you're looking for something here?
I'm waiting for Storm Terror to arrive.
You even set up a camera.
Yes. I hope to capture a good picture as reference material for an artist I know.
Oh, in that case, let me help keep watch too. From what I've heard, Storm Terror's movements have some regular schedule.
Roughly how often does it appear?
Hold on. I'll have to check against our data first. Let me consult my notes. Mr. Sino, sir? Are you going to stand there staring into the sky the entire time?
Don't worry, I'm quite strong. My neck can take it.
No, I mean, you should sit down. I brought a blanket. Here, you can borrow it.
I'll be alright.
Oh, okay. Well, weird. Now I'm staring up into the sky too.
Oh, hey there, traveler. Nice to see ya. Well, Sino's out of the country on a trip, so he got me to come and help his subordinates take care of a few things. I guess you can say I'm his temporary substitute. The atmosphere around here is not too bad nowadays, so I don't mind sticking around once in a while. You've probably got a lot going on yourself, I bet. Good luck with everything.
Sataria, you should take a break and have a bite to eat. Sataria?
Thank you. Sorry, I was completely absorbed in what I was doing. I didn't even hear your voice.
Oh, it's all right. I'm glad that you enjoy the work you're doing.
Sorry you've ended up having to babysit me. I'm sure you have far more important things to do.
Well, Ramon's busy with the Eremites these days. But having me stand in as your bodyguard must be a welcome breath of fresh air for you. It's a change for me, too. My first time working as a bodyguard. I'm just treating it as a chance to get a taste of Dia's line of work.
I tried telling Mahamatra Sino that I can work unsupervised. Really, this ought to be the last of his worries. He said that educators willing to work in the desert are an extremely rare breed, so I need a bodyguard for protection at all times. I think he's being a little overprotective.
But, at the end of the day, it's why we know we can count on the General Mahamatra. He and I are of the same mind in this case, so I am very happy to protect you. While you're in our village, we're partners. We don't want to cause you any unnecessary pressure, so please, try to enjoy your time here.